Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I wanted to do a video. I wanted to talk about knowledge is power. Now that could be construed in any way, but knowledge is power in a prepping sense, okay? And I'm going to use a great example of something. I mean, I watch a lot of videos, obviously, online. I check out other preppers and I see what they're doing. And I'm just going to use the example of K Offgrid. Check them out. They're up in Canada. And it's a family, a husband, wife, and a daughter. And they're completely off-grid. They have a camper, and they built a building around the camper. And you can watch the different things that have gone on with them and stuff like that, okay? So one of the examples that I'm going to use with that is they've had a lot of power issues this year because of, obviously, they have, they have solar panels, but at this time of the year, now they're north of Toronto. So they're way, way up more south of us. I mean, they're probably, from me, they're probably at least a 6-7 hour drive away from where I am right now. And here's Miss Nancy, the invisible cat. She hides in the basement here. She is a little bit of an antisocial. So anyway, go ahead, sweetie. They've had a lot of problems with having enough solar, and they're just in the process now. I just watched a video yesterday. They're putting up a wind turbine to help alleviate that power, but they've had to use a lot of power with a generator this year. And knowledge is power. What I mean by that is you want to find out what the kinks are and what's going wrong ahead of time before something goes wrong, so that you have all the bugs worked out, and then this way you don't have to worry about, oh my God, what's going to happen if this or that or the other thing. Where they're figuring out what's going on now, they can work those bugs out, so when it comes down to it, they don't have to run their generator, and they can be completely self-sufficient between wind and solar and not have to worry about power problems. And up here in the north, we have obviously a lot more colder weather than you folks down south do, and so it's just a matter of finding out what works. I would rather find out now while things are still fine than wait until after a worst case scenario, and then all of a sudden you're caught with your pants down. And if it doesn't work, then it's too bad, That's why knowledge is power. Being able to work through things and get things squared away while times are still good, that is the key. And, so that's kind of like, that's what my thoughts are too. And that's why I'm really excited for the spring, because I can put my work into action and get things going at my property. And I can't wait to be up there and be living up there and to be free, number one, but also to be able to get the bugs worked out, so that when the system goes down the way it is, it's not going to affect me, and I have everything worked out. My power issues are not going to be an issue. With having a well and on site, that's a huge thing. I mean, now again, going back to K Offgrid, they have to haul their water from a municipal place all the time, and in a worst case scenario, that's not going to be able to happen. So I'm sure they're going to address those issues. I mean, they're very, very squared away. I like them a lot. I love their videos. Good, positive people. So again, if you get a chance, it's K Offgrid. They're up in Canada. It's a Canadian couple. Love them. They're fantastic. So, like again, they're working through their issues now while they're experiencing, what's going on. They're living there full time. So, that's a difficult way of obviously doing it too. But, it's the best way to find out what works, what doesn't work, what adjustments you have to make, and they'll be much more prepared come next winter. Now, they got their solar squared away, so when the sun is out, they're good to go. They're jacking the power, okay? But when the sun's not out, then they're hurting. So, they just put up their wind turbine, and I'm looking forward to seeing that video today to see what they've done with that and how that's working, producing power for them. But like I said, these are things that need to be worked out ahead of time, okay? So if you have plans, whatever plans that you have for your own property and whatever work you're doing, or if you're working with a group or however you're doing it, you need to work those bugs out. You need to live that situation before you have to live that situation. So that's what it's all about, and that's why knowledge is power. I mean, if I all of a sudden the lights flipped off tomorrow and we're not coming back on. Just it's one scenario, okay? You know, then you're scrambling. Everybody's going to be scrambling. I mean, I'm in better shape than most people, but I'm not anywhere near where I want to be, okay? You know, and that's one of the reasons why I want to be at my property and living at my property and have all my stuff at my property, because I'm going to be safer up there, or down there, I should say. It's down, but it's up. It's a higher elevation. It's in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So, but the thing is, it's like, you know, experiencing what you need to do, going through it, working out the kinks while you still have wiggle room is key. So my advice to people is find out what works, what doesn't work. You know, practice. I mean, you know, if you are planning on, you know, being prepared, try it out. Turn the power off for a few days in your house and see how it goes. You'll find out in a hurry what works and what doesn't work. You know, you know, just the small little things that we all take for granted. You know, turning on the tap and having hot water. I mean, those things are gone. So you got to have other ways of being able to get that hot water. So that's just a couple things I just wanted to share with you. Like I said, what I was thinking today, and you know, like I said, knowledge is power. So if you know what works and what doesn't work ahead of time, you're a lot less stressed, a lot less anxious when a situation happens. So that's what I just wanted to share with you. I hope you like it. If you know, comment, let me know what you think. And again, I'm going to say it for the third time. Go check out K Offgrid. Love them. They're awesome. And, you know, and just see what they're doing. All right? Thank you very much. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.